I was highlighting the impact that Arsenal has on teams, and almost every team knows, and Tottenham are not are not uh, are not immune to our venom. So
Oh.
um
So apparently Arsenal has venom now. Well, we don't
yeah.
know.
Actually,
We don't know. They don't have a European title to prove that. Anyways, let's dive deep into the Manchester United Arsenal game because 26 has already started us off with that one. Job made predictions. The Godfather was here. He made predictions as well. We saw the game. It all came down to 90 plus minutes at the Theatre of Dreams, aka Old Trafford, Manchester United home ground. It was a beautiful game, no doubt about that. Arsenal came in. Manchester United was well prepared. Both of these teams were playing their first game of the English Premier League this season. We saw a lot of positives from Manchester United, not so much from the
of
Arsenal side,
course, of course.
which we had very, which going into the game were favourites because well, it's Arsenal, and they've been so good consistently. So looking at their previous season, the position that they occupied last season, well, that's number two as usual. Anyways, looking at those two teams, looking at those two teams coming into the game, they played. Arsenal came out victorious. They got all 3 points,
As usual,
hitting
as
that
usual.
one goal. Hitting at that one goal. There's just one point that I want us to begin with before we divulge into the whole Arsenal United game. I want us to look at Arsenal's corner threat. Is it a real thing? Because you guys have even nicknamed it Conal team. Is that what you call it?
Penalty.
You guys have nicknamed it Conal team. Is it a real thing? Are teams actually supposed to fear Arsenal as far as the corner set piece is concerned? What do you guys have to say about that? We saw United conceding a goal against Arsenal in the same manner. So I don't know. I don't know. Is it a real threat? Is it something that Arsenal could utilize to win the league? I don't know. Let's
It's
go into
because of
it.
the
Let's
unknown
go.
guy we're complaining about on Sunday. You remember we complained about that unknown guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
And then I
well,
remember
yeah.
yeah, Godfather was the one who raised that
Mm.
point of the unknown guy. But Godfather, what can you say about the unknown guy before we go to your penalty?
No, man. I can't really fault the keeper. I can't really fault the keeper on that one. As much
Really?
as I had doubts in terms of
Of course,
his
he benefited
capabilities,
from
but
that.
I believe it was just
Somebody
it was just brilliance from the Arsenal team, man. We know what they can do from dead balls. We know what they can do from set pieces. So for me, it was more of brilliance from Arsenal than a mistake from the keeper, because that is what they do, man. They make sure that they suffocate you when it comes to corners, so
You
that
suffocate someone with
you
corners.
do a mistake. They push you into doing a mistake, man. But overall, I think the keeper really didn't make a mistake that you can really point. As much as it was a goal,
Goal, bro, the goal. That was the
but
biggest mistake.
it was just brilliant. There are times where you just see that, you know
That's
what,
brilliant.
this team practiced this thing and it worked out, and I feel like it was that type of a thing. Obviously they said it was a foul and whatnot, but it was just a goal.
It
It was
was
just pain.
it was a controversial goal,
It
to
was
say
it
the
was just
least.
pain
It was a
talking.
controversial goal, and as opposed to brilliance, I think it was just a blunder from the goalkeeper because get any goalkeeper from the academy, he's
Gonna
gonna
say
punch
that.
that any
Yeah.
day. He's gonna punch that
No,
away any day because I don't think it was brilliant from Arsenal. But anyways, let's
no,
hear it
no.
from the guy who actually supports Manchester United.
The
Bendulo,
quality, man.
what
The
was that?
quality of the
Was it a blunder or was
No,
it a quality a play from Arsenal? What was it really?
no. Thank you. I think it's nice to see that they are still delusional. It's so nice to see because you know, that shows that by the end of the season, they will continue, you know, enduring all the pain that they've endured the past few seasons because they are so delusional. Come on,
Yeah.
guys, that was a blunder from the goalkeeper. Clear blunder. And we spoke about this pre-match that, you know, United have been having this issue of conceding stupid goals from their goalkeepers. Onana being a victim, now Bayern another victim. So I'm not sure how we're going to fix this. But as an Arsenal fan, to say that was brilliant, I'm really worried about the future that you have for your team.
It's called an in-swinger to the keeper. It is very difficult to. It is very difficult to defend that type of a ball because it is falling into the keeper. It's not going away, and it was just one of those things, man. And it was I wouldn't fault that keeper that much.
I thought Robert Mugabe was dead, but like seemingly he's still alive, you know.
But I'll be honest, guys. I'll be honest. It's a good dynamic for a team like Arsenal to have or to master, because you cannot always score from open play and all that. Sometimes you need set plays, and
Thank you.
It's a dynamic that probably might win you maybe the FA Cup.
Well, the issue with them now, I think the issue with Arsenal now is the over-reliance on that.
Exactly.
Because now they've stopped scoring from open play and hoping and praying every moment of the game that they get a corner or a cornerty, as they call it. But from a neutral perspective or point of view, Chisenga, what can you say, my brother, about the game? Just give us a quick review of your own opinions and views of what the game was about.
Before we go to 2-6.
Oh, okay. Thank you. My opinion is a bit biased because of obvious reasons. But listen, listen. I'll actually tell you what I saw. So from yesterday's game, one thing that I realized was Arsenal are a changed team. They are no longer the same. Certain dynamics have changed about them, or probably, in fact, even when you go back to their preseason matches, you are going to notice how they have changed. And I don't think that is going to help them win the Premier League. We don't know, but I'm hoping for a better season for them. Probably win something, maybe the FA Cup, but I don't see them.
No, you're not.
I don't see them winning the Premier League with the way they play, with the way they've changed their playing style. You can actually go back to the last two preseason matches. You are going to notice a certain pattern. And that pattern is they are now trying to actually open the field and play from the sides. Now, the challenge with that is if Saka or Martinelli are having an off day, then it's over for Arsenal. Basically, that's over. So then
Martinelli is always having an off game.
Yeah, always.
Martinelli is always off, guys.
I'm just not against Liverpool, my friend. I have bad testimonies when it comes to that guy against him, or probably against Trent. Yeah, against Trent. So he always had an amazing game, an amazing day against Trent.
I think
so.
I think you just have a tendency of turning your back on your own players, man.
No, that's the truth. But honestly, when it comes to the game, yesterday's game, I was impressed by how Manchester United approached the game, and then I realized this certain pattern with Arsenal. Trust me, Arsenal are going to find it difficult to beat the mid-table teams. Rest assured, they are not going to win most of their mid-table games against the mid-table teams. They can win against the big teams. They are not going to win against the lower league table teams. It's because of how this thing is actually panning out. It is very important to actually create scoring opportunities from different plays.
True.
Don't rely on
26.
then go for a corner. So my take, based on yesterday's game, I realized that Arsenal are going to have a problem, and Manchester United are going to give teams some more trouble this season. And I'm afraid,
glory Manchester United.
Because we are Man United.
I'm afraid that usually when they give teams trouble, they then get a thrashing at Anfield. So they are going to give the teams some trouble, but another maybe 4-5-0 is awaiting them.
Okay,
Well,
okay.
26, man.
Yes.
Chisenga is making a lot of accusations that say against your team, or he's pointing out a lot of negatives against your team. I don't know, man. Just stand up for Arsenal, defend Arsenal, because also I can make mention of the fact that, you know, the chance volume and the territorial pressure that Manchester United presented yesterday, with the stats right in front of us, 22 shots against the 9 shots for Arsenal, with Manchester United enjoying about 75% possession in the first 10 minutes of the game, pressing in Arsenal, making sure they move closer into that Arsenal box, with the new faces in the likes of Brian Mbemo and Matthias Cunha. We all saw how beautiful they were connecting and actually gelling together, giving Manchester United the much needed power up front. Just with the bad luck of not actually finding the back of the net at the end of the day. All credit to that Arsenal defense, David Raya, of course. I don't know, man. Stand up for Arsenal. What did you see against these accusations and negatives that are being said on your team? What are the positives that you picked up from Arsenal? Or are you saying that Arsenal is still as good as they were last season? I don't know.
Secondly,
okay, man. Look, Arsenal do not need any defending from us guys and from Godfather. Arsenal are very good at defending for themselves, and pretty much we have the best defense in the world. And
Come on, you guys.
Manchester, yes,
What?
yes, the stats are there. The stats are there to
This
back,
one.
the stats are there to back my allegations and my submissions. So I feel like even if
but you guys do not
feel
compete in the world, so we cannot say in the world. You do not compete in the world. You do not
we compete
qualify
in the
to
world.
compete in the world, you know, like you do
The
not
world-
qualify.
the world-
Well, I could
It
agree
is-
with you because you guys were able to handle the likes of Vinicius Jr., Kylian Mbappe, and
Exactly,
Jude
man.
Bellingham, which are
Exactly.
Very, very, very commendable.
That's the world. That's the
What
world
was
I
the
was
final
talking
result
about.
of that? What was the final result of that?
It was 3-0. It was 3-0 in the first leg and something like
You win something. Did you win something out of it?
yes. Yeah, we won that game. We won that game.
No, I mean
It's the game against opponent from the world, you know.
Let him defend his
Madrid was
Arsenal.
shit
Let
last
him
season.
defend
It
his
was
Okay,
shit
Arsenal.
last season.
give me time, man. Give me time, please.
Yeah.
All right, look. Yesterday game was actually an easy game for us, and we did our job, and our job was simply to take the 3 points and go home. And you guys thought it was about us trying to play the beautiful game that you are used to seeing Arsenal playing. But no, yesterday was another approach, and we executed it well. And I feel like you guys are going to see more of Arsenal winning games ugly and seeing us taking the 3 points and going home. And then you guys are going to have so much material for you to like discuss and have all the banter in the world. And then we are going to be accumulating and proliferating those points until something comes out of those points. I am hoping and praying that those points add up to something that someone else doesn't have. So coming to this game last night, what really happened there was Manchester United failing to do their job. They failed to do their homework. Arsenal have one trick, and that one trick is known to everyone. And it's so surprising when a team as big as Manchester United had like 2 months preparing for Arsenal. who had only one trick coming into the game, and then pulling that trick like pulling a bunny out of a head, like abracadabra. Like, how can you allow that one trick Arsenal has, allowing that trick to trick you? I don't even know. I don't understand the logic, because what Manchester United had to do yesterday was to make sure that Arsenal doesn't get set pieces. Second, if they do get set pieces, yes, if they do get set pieces, they defend with all they have, but they didn't. And now the blame is on the goalkeeper, who has like no game time whatsoever, and he's novice in these pictures. And we are playing it on him, which is pretty much harsh. I think it's harsh to point fingers to the goalkeeper, who has like no experience whatsoever. And I heard you guys saying, I heard you, Temba, saying that you could have used a goalkeeper from the academy who was going to pay that ball away. No,
definitely.
If you had
definitely.
If yes, you could have used him, but
I know Bonds could have punched that one out. Bonds would have done the job. Committee would have done the job. Simple.
But you actually banked your trust on the goalkeeper who was playing on the day, and that goalkeeper was picked from that legion of goalkeepers that you have in your team, and you thought he was the one who was going to make sure that he stops those aerial balls that Arsenal are known for playing. I don't understand why you guys are just putting this on the goalkeeper, because the player who actually scored the goal was alone, or in that far post, like alone.
No, the ball was so close, man. The ball was so close to the keeper.
The fact that the ball came from the goalkeeper's hand.
True.
Yeah, into the other player. Yeah.
It came from
he had the opportunity to punch it away.
That was just poor goalkeeping, in all honesty.
Okay, he had
He
the opportunity.
He actually tried to push the ball with an open hand. I'm not
He
goalkeeper,
had
but I know that cannot
he had
go
the
further
opportunity.
if you use your open hand. Just punch the ball away.
He had the opportunity to punch the ball away, but he couldn't punch the ball away. True.
That is why we blame the goalkeeper then.
Then the ball hit his hand.
Somebody else was supposed to be somebody else was supposed to be at the right point where Arsenal are known. They are known for using those spaces.
But like the thing is, like, all of us, like, you know, like, we are familiar with like practices and training, you know. So like, when you prepare for a match, you analyze Arsenal, right? And then like you plan how to defend this. You plan how to defend like a set piece, right? So if we have a plan that, like, okay, if the ball comes like to the sixth area box, then it's yours as a goalkeeper, which means like other players are going to be relaxed in that position. So the ball comes to the sixth box area, and then the keeper doesn't touch it.
There is no relaxing in the box until the ball is out. That's logic.
Wow.
Guys.
Okay.
I think,
but honestly, you guys are just looking for somebody to blame.
Yes.
no, guys.
That keeper, man.
We have someone to blame, and it's the goalkeeper. We know for sure it was a blunder from the goalkeeper.
It was. Well, we are not taking away the fact that Arsenal has an elite set piece execution. We have seen what Rice. We've all seen what Rice did to Thibaut Courtois of Real Madrid. We all saw the corner kick the other day. I mean, well, they are definitely elite. They do train for that. They practice. They put all their effort into making sure they perfect those set pieces. But then it also leaves homework for Manchester United to go and try fix their set piece unit, as far as dedicating reps to near post screens and goalkeeper protection and stuff like that. Fundo made mention of the in-swing. They need to study that as well. If they're being serious and need to compete, Manchester United needs to study that.
Exactly.
They need to find ways to protect the goalkeeper.
That was the point I was making. I was making the similar point that like Manchester United had like 2 months preparing for the same trick that Arsenal has been using for the past 3 seasons. That's what I'm saying.
But guys, I'm just trying to listen to. I'm listening to Wikipedia. He's so proud. That's so disturbing. You're so proud, my friend. You're saying that all you had is just one trick, and all you needed is just 3 points. You
For a big team like Arsenal.
Imagine they don't care about how they play. They don't care about nothing. All that they've been doing is just practice set pieces. That sounds like a like a Burnley supporter when you listen to those weird interviews. But I needed is 3 points.
That is
no.
That is definitely small team.
No, but
especially for a big team like Arsenal, who have been bragging, especially for the past 2-3 seasons, they've been bragging and I'm actually being happy about the fact that Arteta has brought them back into the beautiful football display. We all saw what Arsenal has been doing the past 2 seasons, the past 3 seasons. They've been phenomenal. Other than the fact that they've been ending up in position 2, but they've been phenomenal. They've been playing the most beautiful. They've been playing the most beautiful football in the English Premier League, pens down. We don't have anything less to say about that. But now, you just came back to say we should forget about Arsenal playing beautiful football and focus on Arsenal taking 3 points.
What happened?
So are you trying to tell us that you guys are actually going to abandon the beautiful football and trade it for 3 points and ugly football? What is it that you're trying to say? 26.
Yep. Playing haram.
All we're trying to say is that the Arsenal is known to play beautiful football, and everyone was expecting Arsenal to play beautiful football yesterday, and that one was what Manchester United were trying to cover up. They were trying to make sure that Arsenal doesn't play the ball around, and then Arsenal decided to use their old known trick, which was
when did they decide?
When did they decide?
There was no decision made.
There was no decision. They just failed. They just failed to dominate the game.
Vibes and luck. Nothing much.
They were schooled. They were schooled from the onset.
Vibes and luck.
Nobody schooled us.
Also, I have a question. Like you guys, let's say like you get planned to score using a corner. Okay, but like Man United came back into the game, dominated the game, created scoring chances. Unfortunately, the referee was on your side as Arsenal because they got a penalty, and then it wasn't called penalty, a clear penalty.
Well, that was a clear penalty.
I agree.
It was a clear penalty.
It wasn't clear. It was clear.
Can I just come in? Can I come in?
Come in, Godfather.
Yeah, I didn't see the penalty, to be honest. Because that was given. But
I can remind you of the incident.
No, I didn't
Mateus
see it.
Cunha.
Yes,
I didn't see
right
it.
on the 6th area box.
Yeah.
And William Saliba kicked on his foot, not
Yeah,
I didn't see it.
Penalty.
I didn't see it. So was the referee.
Conduct is a penalty.
The penalty.
And
Inside the box.
Saliba didn't get the ball.
Mm.
He did not get the ball.
Me
Matthias
and the
Cunha
ref.
got the ball, but then he was fouled.
But the cameras were there.
And
A VAR review.
Cameras
At least
were
a
there,
VAR
and they
review. At
spotted
least a
that.
VAR.
Is it safe to say Arsenal have already started benefiting from the refs?
True.
No,
Because
man.
I feel like we should call it. We should call it. It is what it is.
Yeah, we should call it.
Arsenal have
Exactly.
benefited
They are
from the
benefiting.
referees. Their first 3 points have been carefully handed to them by the referee from the last game. So what do you have to say about that?
In the words of the great Pitso Masimane,
Oh my
we don't
goodness.
care. We want this benefit.
We will be here. Godfather, we
Not
will be
ashamed.
here. So make sure
We
you
have
do
no
not
shame.
ever complain about the referees. Please, we will be here.
No, but,
Exactly.
no, but besides that, I was impressed with how Manchester United played yesterday. They really played well. Especially, I liked how Mount was playing yesterday. I'm not used to this Mount guy playing like this, but he really played He really played well yesterday. But I am concerned about the fact that you didn't score yesterday. It was not a mistake. It was because you guys, you had like two attackers. Like two. It was the Cunha guy and Bremer. Just the two. And then the whole 9 players were defending.
Not really.
No,
Not
man,
really.
everyone was
Not really.
attacked.
Arsenal was the one
Not
defending.
really.
Arsenal was the one defending.
Arsenal were defending. We say Arsenal was defending because Manchester United enjoyed a fair share of possession from that game.
Yeah.
Manchester United made the most passes of that game. They made
shots.
Because you see how Mount was playing.
With 7
Mount
shots
was
on target.
And another thing,
Plus that controversial penalty.
Yeah.
Mount was adding
And once
numbers
you get to enjoy, or once you get to, I was saying that once you get to applaud your goalkeeper on how exceptional he is, you have to know that there's something wrong with your defense. It's an indicator actually. So, of course, your goalkeeper was great, but those are signs that United are coming at you guys.
Yeah, let's not forget.
They had to. It's been a hoodoo, man. It's been a hoodoo. Like 6 games running without having one win. It's a hoodoo, man. They had to come with everything they had. So it wasn't a surprise for us. We knew that Manchester United were going to come at us with everything they had. So I just felt like Arsenal were prepared for every event, and the goalkeeper is known. He's the best goalkeeper in the world.
We are trying to play in a different way. Because last season we were playing as we had a 8-8 with Odegaard and Rice. But I think now they are trying a 6-6 because Odegaard is now more central. That is why Saka is deprived of the ball in yesterday's game, because Odegaard is no longer on the right. So we are trying to play in a different way because we now have an out-and-out striker. So that thing, I think we are still trying to... Rice is not used to the 6-6 thing because yesterday I think he was staying. That is why you are not seeing Rice carrying the ball some distances. So those combinations and going to play at the Old Trafford, that's not easy, man. We were obviously going to have it tough, but like champions do, we took the 3 points.
Exactly, Godfather. Exactly, man. Exactly.
But are you impressed with the performance, like in terms of your creativity? Because like we've been complaining about creativity. Your captain doesn't show up. Like he's not like the normal like Mesut Ozil that we know, like like for creating scoring chances. He's not like De Bruyne, like the normal number 10 we see for creating chances. He's not like the normal like Olmo for Barcelona that we see creating chances. He's not like the normal Arda Güler that we see for Real Madrid creating chances. So like what can you say about like your captain, like as like a number 10 who is supposed to feed your strikers? Because the mask guy couldn't even score anything.
That's what I want to talk about. Because over and above creativity, Arsenal's creativity, we need to look at Arsenal having brought in the new hot striker in Victor Gyökeres. Before the game, we actually talked about how this guy is going to be a threat. Fundo said if he scores anything less than a hat-trick, it's going to be an insult. It's going to be an insult, But then we also, the game, 90 minutes, the game was played. I was personally impressed still by that guy, as I made mention before the game in our pre-match analysis, the fact that Martin Zubimendi guy is going to be troublesome. He's really good. He's very quick. He has very good vision as well. He's able to track back and go to mark. So it's safe to say that guy has actually found Arsenal's Wi-Fi password. But on the other hand, I think Victor Gyökeres is still buffering or something. I don't know what happened. The guy actually had zero shots on goal for a striker. For a top-rated striker, he only made 4 successful passes. 60 minutes played. What a waste!
What a waste!
I think it was actually 57 minutes played.
To Mfundo's point. It goes back to Mfundo's point. Arsenal changing the way they play, having the 6-6. That thing. as I said, I actually watched their preseason matches. They started their double six during their preseason matches, and
they were
that
struggling.
means exactly. So it shows that even bringing that striker is not going to help because the way they play, it's going to be difficult for the guy if you have two people playing behind Martin Odegaard, knowing very well that Martin Odegaard is not even good at long ball passes. So the distance between Martin Odegaard and Victor Gyökeres is going to be key in Arsenal's title hopes. So unless they change, they play and approach matches, that guy is and he will be called a flop.
Okay. I think before we stay here and say a lot of things, we've already exceeded the time limit for today's episode. Before our host gives us an overview of the upcoming fixtures, I just want to say those two things. You know, United created enough in the previous game, enough to win 2 games. Unfortunately for them, the scoreboard only counts finished paintings and not sketches. And also fact that Arsenal's set-piece coach should be invoiced by the corner. That guy is really good. That rice delivery was a premium subscription. Hence, that rice delivery was definitely a premium subscription. So Arsenal versus Manchester United was fire. Unfortunately, only 1 goal was scored. We are still to see whether or not they've signed really good talent up front. We saw a glimpse of that as far as Manchester United is concerned. We saw a little bit of that as far as Arsenal is concerned. I don't know. We're going to see. Upcoming fixtures, the EPL continues. This is across the pitch. Mr. Host, give us the upcoming fixtures.
Maybe, sorry, co-host, maybe before the host comes in, I'm a bit disappointed that we wasted a lot of time speaking about small teams. We did not really get to discuss United, but it's okay. I'm hopeful that next time we'll make sure that we give enough time for this massive institution.
Definitely. Glory, Manchester United.
Anyways, guys, like, can I ask like a quick question to 26, like before I before we look at the upcoming fixtures? Like, it was week one, like the previous week, right?
Sure.
What is it gonna be like in next week, like in terms of the fixtures? It's gonna be week.
In terms of what? I didn't get your question, man.
In terms of the Barclays Premier League fixtures, it was week 1 last week, right?
The English Premier League.
Yeah,
English
and then
Premier
we're going
League.
for the second week. It's gonna be week number.
Oh, I'm not gonna answer that one, man. I'm not gonna. It would be a second one.
No, it's gonna be an Arsenal week. It's gonna be an Arsenal week.
Yeah. So we're looking at like week number Arsenal.
So it's week number 1, week number Arsenal, and so on.
Yeah. So on Friday, like we've got like West Ham against the world champion Chelsea FC, and then like on Saturday we've got like Bournemouth versus Wolves, and then it's gonna be Brentford versus Aston Villa, and then Crystal Palace versus Nottingham Forest. And then we're gonna like have our glory Man United against Fulham on Sunday morning.
Easy win for Manchester, right, Jobe?
Nice and easy.
And then like I think the
nicely.
most interesting fixture of the weekend is gonna be like Man City against Tottenham. We know Tottenham is always like, giving Man City like a challenge, and then like it's gonna be Burnley against Sunderland, and then like gonna be second, but it's gonna be Arsenal versus Leeds United, and then we're gonna have like Everton against Brighton, and then we're gonna have Newcastle against defending champions. Yeah, that's how it's gonna like week number Arsenal. That's how it's gonna look. Week number Arsenal. That's how
Gentlemen. Glory, Manchester United. Come on, you Gunners. Definitely, every one of you, may you never walk alone. This was Across the Pitch, episode number 2. Signing out.
Second from none.
Thank you.
Second from none. Episode number Arsenal. Episode number.
Thank you very much.
Let's go.
We are winning.